Okay. Here in definite integral we are going to discuss very important thing. Normally in definite integral we know what is the procedure, that first of all if I know the integration of the function, then obviously definite integral of a to b fx dx is just phi x upper limit lower limit, which is phi b minus phi a. But for that, first of all we have to do this integration, and this integration is sometime maybe very lengthy. Very lengthy, and sometime that integration value will give different. Just I am telling you one thing, integration minus pi to pi cos x dx. So integration of this will give me sin x pi minus pi. Now sin x, that first of all I am getting minus sin pi minus of sin minus pi. This one I am getting. Now sin pi and this minus is coming out of it and making this one as plus. So this is nothing but 0 and 0, overall it is 0. Overall it is 0. Now let us draw the curve. This is cos curve from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So then from this up to this one is giving pi, this one is giving, this is minus pi. So this is cos curve. This area, it is giving this one. This area, it is giving this one. Here the value of area is given here 0. Value of the area is given here 0. Okay. Why this 0 is actually coming, we have to see. Here in this side, whatever area, this is y axis, this is y dash, this is x and this is x dash. Whatever area will be in the positive portion, that will be taken as positive area, and whatever area is at this side, that will be taken as negative area, because these are the y is negative, this side negative, y is negative, this side y is negative. So area will be always negative. So actually this area, whatever I have made like this, actually this is negative of this one. Whatever positive will be given here, same negative is given by this one. Whatever positive is given by this one, same negative is given by this one. So sometimes it will give you 0, and you can do it very easily. You can do it very easily. by the next chapter formula. So whatever we have found the integration, maybe we don't need to do this integration. Before that we will find that this one will give 0. Clear? This one will give 0. So we have to do those things. Let us see whether this integration is correct. This integration is correct or wrong. We have to verify that one. We have to verify that one, that whether it is correct or wrong. How to verify those things? Let us do few problems, then we will understand. Okay. So first of all, let us go through the formula here. Formula 1 first. Formula 1 is telling us a to b fx dx, a to b ft dt. What does it mean? In place of x you are changing t and dt also change, so automatically they are telling that integration will remain same. So I am giving you example. Let fx I am taking sin x. When fx is equal to sin x, then what about ft? F2 will be sin t, right or wrong? When fx is equal to sin x, then obviously ft equal to sin t. So a to b fx dx, it is giving us a to b sin x dx. Now a to b ft dt is giving us a to b sin t dt. So both this integration, actually this t is changing here with x and this dx is changing here with dt, so automatically this both will give same integration value. Same integration value. So when these two will give me same integration value, so automatically they will be equal. So here nothing to prove, obvious. This integration is obvious. So just how to remember, in place of x if and dx both are interchanging with another variable, then automatically that integration will remain same. Now formula number 2. Formula number 2 is a to b fx dx equal to minus b to a fx dx. Okay. A to b fx dx and b to a fx dx, and when integrate, and in particular when integration a and b both are same, that means upper limit and lower limit both are same, so it will be 0. It is to be remembered, and it is very easy because this is the function, maybe this is the function fx, here this is the point a. So a to a means this is a straight line. What area will be given to this? This area will be 0, because integration I have told you a to a, so obviously this will give us a line, and line area is always 0, so it will be clear. It is actually clear. Wait, it is actually clear. Now we have to prove this one. We have to prove this one. So first of all, what I do, I will do one thing, that integration a to b fx dx, I am writing integration a to b. Clear? So now what to do? Here it's the just reverse. It's just the reverse. Whenever you are going this side to this side, whenever we are going this side to this side, so this is giving me a area, this one. Whenever I will go this side to this side, so automatically this will change, and when this will change, my whole integration will be changed. And before that I will prove one thing. That thing will help me. So here what is the case here? Whenever you are going this side to this side, that is a to b. Whenever you are going b to a, so this is changing. So automatically the area will be reverse. And the area will be reverse means automatically this will be reverse. So nothing to remember there. This portion you just remember that these two I will interchange, then one negative sign will come, and further you will change this. So automatically this one will be minus 1 to the power square. So this will lead you a to b fx dx again. So this one is very obvious. If you want to change the limit will always give here a minus sign, interchanging the upper limit and lower limit. Now formula number 3. Formula number 3 is very easy, that this is our function here. This is our function, x equal to a and x equal to b. This is fx. I can choose any point c in between a to b. So this c is actually where a less than c less than b. So now obviously the area up to that part, and this area is what? Integration a to c fx dx. Right or wrong? Integration, this part is actually, I am writing it properly. So first of all, this area and this area, sum of this area will give the total area. So first of all, this area, this side area, whatever I am telling, this side, only this portion's area will be a to c fx dx. And remaining this side area, this side to this side, this one will be integration c to b fx dx. And if I take the overall area means totally this one I am telling, totally this one. This overall area we know. What is the overall area? Integration a to b fx dx. Now obviously one thing is clear here, that integration a to c fx dx, that means this one plus this area, that means integration c to b fx dx, will obviously give us integration a to b fx dx, that means this one. Right or wrong? So when I am dividing the integration in between some point c, so obviously the sum of the both integration, whatever I will get, those integration value will give the original integration. Now let us go to the next formula. Formula number 4. Formula number 4 is integration a to b fx dx integration a to b f a plus b minus x dx, and this formula I am making star, triple star. Why? Because maximum problem of that chapter will be solved by this formula. Maximum problem. Let us do the proof. So first of all, I am telling that this one will actually bring this one, that we will see. So first I am just taking a to b fx dx, sorry, a to b a plus b minus x dx. What I will take? I will take one substitution, that a plus b minus x equal to t. So obviously minus of dx is equal to dt. Now when x is tending to a and when x is tending to b, what about t? That information will be given here. So obviously t is going to a, I will put here a. So what I am getting? B. Now when x is going to b, so obviously t is going to a. So this integration is actually becoming, this one is becoming a, this one is becoming b, and dx is equal to minus dt. So dt here and minus sign is given here, and this is now my ft dt. Now previous formula, when I will interchange this limit, so automatically this minus sign will be gone. So automatically this one is becoming ft dt. Now this t and dt I am changing to x by the first formula, formula 1. So what I am getting? Integration a to b fx dx. So formula has been constructed here. So formula has been constructed here, and it is a very important formula. We have to remember this, very important formula. I think it is understood. Please confirm once again whether it is understood or not. Please confirm. Suraj, which formula you have not understood? Suraj, fourth one. Okay, last one. That means the last one. So this one, this formula. So here I want to prove this one is actually this. So for that, what to do? First I have written the right hand side. This is my right hand side. Now after written that one, what I have to put? I am putting this one equal to t, this one equal to t. So when this one equal to t I have put, after derivative I can get this one, and after derivative I have got this one. Now x is tending to a, this is my lower and this is my upper limit. So obviously x tends to a means t tends to what? Put a here. So when I am putting a, so a cancelling, t is tending to b. Now when x is tending to b, then what should be the value of x here. Here I am putting b, so b and b cancelling, I am getting a. So t is tending to a. So obviously these two portions I have changed into that, right? Now sorry, this one, these two portion has been changed into that, this one and this one. Now this one is, I have taken t, so I have taken this one as t, and dx I know, dx is equal to minus dt. So dt I have written here and minus 1 is there. Now this minus I will make up with the limit interchange. When I am interchanging these two limit b and a, so automatically this minus is gone there. So this minus has been gone, so this one we have got now. Now this one we can change from the first formula, that when I change this t and dt into dx, that means this one I am taking x and this one I am taking x, so both will be same by formula number 1. So finally, isn't it the left hand side? This is left hand side or not? So finally this formula is proved. Please confirm in the chat box, Suraj. Confirm here, Suraj. Okay, thank you. Now the next formula, that is formula 5. Formula 5 is integration 0 to a fx dx is equal to integration 0 to a f a minus x dx. This is the application of formula number 4. How? Integration a to b fx dx equal to integration a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. That was formula number 4. Here in place of a, it was given what? This one is my a now, this one is my b now. So what I will write? A, here I will write 0 to a, 0 to a. So here I will write a plus b minus x dx. So ultimately I am getting this one. So it is actually application of F4. So nothing to prove here. This is the application of this one. Very easy. This is the application of F4. I think it is clear. Now formula 6. Formula number 6 is integration 0 to 2a fx dx equal to integration 0 to a fx dx and integration 0 to a f of 2a minus x. This one to be proved. So let us do the proof. So left hand side is what? Integration 0 to 2a fx dx. Now 0 and 2a, there is a value a or not? So I can apply that formula of C. The C formula once I have written, na, formula number 3 I think. This is the third formula. This third formula I am going to implement here. So this is nothing but 0 to a fx dx plus a to 2a fx dx. Now this one is clear. In the formula this part is given, only this part is different from this. So I have to transform it into that. I have to transform it into that, then my proof will be obvious. So what I will put here, it is clear here it was written 2a minus x. So I will put 2a minus t here. What I will put? I will put 2a minus t. So put x is equal to 2a minus t. So dx is equal to minus dt. Now from this what I am getting, t is equal to 2a plus x. Now x is x is tending to a, so 2a minus x, so x I am changing into sorry, this one is 2a minus x, I have made some mistakes. From this, when t is going to this side and x is going to this side, so this will be t equal to 2a minus x. Now x tends to a means t tends to x, value I am putting a, so t is a. Now when x is going to 2a, so t is now 0. So now let me put this one, that is integration a, for a it is giving a, for 2a it is giving 0, and the dx is changed into dt minus, and fx is changed into 2a minus t. Now if I interchange the limit, these two limits, so this minus will be gone. So finally what I am getting, a 0 f 2a minus t dt. Now as per the first formula, this t and this dt I am changing into x. So 0 to a f 2a minus x dx. So finally I have got this. So now my left hand side is becoming 0 to 2a fx dx. This one is as it is, unchanged. This one change into that. So finally this formula is proved. Finally this formula is proved, and for that this transformation is responsible. Please confirm in the chat box whether it is understood or not. Whether it is understood or not. Very good, thank you. Now let us go to the next one. Let us go to the next one. Now the formula number 6. Formula number 6. Now first here formula number 7 I think, because last one was formula number 6. This was formula 6. Formula 6 I am writing again, whatever we have done. Now formula number 6 is 0 to 2a fx dx integration 0 to a fx dx integration 0 to a f 2a minus x dx. That one we have got. Now if I make a change here in formula number 1 6, I am getting formula 7. That formula 7 is what I am writing. First of all, here in the first step I am writing if f 2a minus x equal to fx. This is one case, and here f 2a minus x equal to minus of fx. Two cases are there here, case 1 this one, and there is case 2. So finally, what about this integration right hand side? So integration right hand side is becoming integration 0 to a fx dx, and this value is also fx, so 0 to a fx dx, right or wrong? From there I have to put here fx, so that I have put. So this is similar na, so this is integration this one. Now for the next case, what I am getting here, for integration 0 to 2a fx dx, here I am telling you different thing, that no, that is previously it was equal to fx, now it is minus fx. So I am writing 0 to a fx dx, and now it will be minus of fx a 0 dx. So this is becoming 0, this one, this one. So ultimately what we are getting, sometime it is giving 0, sometime it is giving this. So a new formula is constructed here, that is 2 into integration 0 to a fx dx and 0 here. Here if this case will happen, that is f of 2a minus x equal to fx, and here this second one will happen if f of 2a minus x equal to minus fx. So that is creating my formula number 7, my f7. I think it is understood. Please confirm in my chat box. Okay. Now the next one. First, formula number 8. Formula number 8 is here minus a to a fx dx, minus a to a fx dx equal to what? Equal to what? This one is integration 0 to a fx dx, and here this one will be 0 to a f of minus x dx. First of all we will prove this one. Then we will prove the next formula, our very important formula that we will discuss after that. So this one is this one. So first of all, proof. I am writing the left hand side. What is my left hand side? Minus a to a fx dx. Now minus a to a fx dx is there, fx dx is there. So obviously in between minus a to a, one number 0 will always exist. So I can divide it minus a to 0 fx dx and 0 to a fx dx. Now this part is similar with this. So I have to only transform this to this, because this is the different form and I will transform this part. So for that I am taking one substitution. That substitution is, I am putting x is equal to minus t. So obviously t equal to minus x. So after differentiation what I am getting? dt equal to minus dx. Now from this, when x tends to go the lower limit, minus a, and x tends to go the upper limit, what should be the value of t? T t is going here, what? Here just put the value, t will go to a, and obviously here t will go to 0. So finally this integration is becoming what? This integration is becoming a 0 f of minus t, and my dx is equal to minus dt. So dt minus. Now finally what I will get this minus will be adjusted with this interchange of limit. So that one is becoming my fa f of minus t dt. Now what to do? From the first formula, this t variable and dt will be changed into fx. So 0 to a f of minus x dx. So let us write this formula again. Minus a to a fx dx equal to minus a to equal to 0 to, first of all I am writing that part, 0 to a fx dx, then I am writing this one, 0 to a f of minus x dx, f of minus x dx. So my formula, this one, proved. My formula, this one, proved. Please confirm in the chat box whether it is understood or not. Last, Siddiqui, I will give a break just after this formula. Just 1 minute or 2 minutes it will take, last formula. So I am going to the last one. Now the last one is, I think, formula number 9. But before that I will write first formula 8. f8 is giving me minus a to a fx dx equal to integration 0 to a fx dx plus integration 0 to a f of minus x dx. Now from there I am getting two things. One case I am taking case 1, when f of x equal to f of minus x, and here case 2 I am taking f of minus x is equal to minus of fx. This is a definition of a function. When f of minus x is equal to fx, that function will be called even function. Then function will be called even function. When f of minus x is equal to minus of fx, then the function is called odd function. Actually this portion is not given to your syllabus, that's why it was not covered in function part. Otherwise there are different kinds of function, that definition you have to remember. A function whose f of minus x is equal to fx, that is called even function. A function fx whose f of minus x is equal to minus of fx, that is called odd function. So if somebody is giving you even function or odd function, then that means this one and this one. So when this one will happen, what will be the value of this? Obviously this will be 0 to a fx dx. f of minus x value I am putting, that is fx dx. So this is 2 of 0 to a fx dx. Now what about the next one? Here when 0 to minus a to a fx dx equal to 0 to a fx dx, and here when I am putting f of minus x is equal to minus of fx, so it will become minus 0 to a fx dx. So ultimately this is giving 0. So here I am getting one thing, f of a to a fx dx is sometimes giving me 2 of 0 to a fx and sometimes 0. When it is given to that, when f of this equal to fx, that is function is even, and if f of minus x equal to minus of fx, that is function is odd. So this is bringing us another formula. This formula is totally apart. This one is also important. Previous whatever formula we have discussed, all formulas are important. Please confirm in the chat box whether it is understood or not. Okay, now you can just go and take a break.